Unusual for me to be making a Minecraft video now. However, this is something that requires attention, and that is many years ago I made a mod for Minecraft called Railcraft Cosmetic Editions, and it used to be hosted on CurseForge, but about a year ago um, they deleted the they just deleted the page for some reason, and I don't want it to be a lost media. So I feel like I wanted to make this video so I could put a download link in the description, and if that's all you're here for, then you can stop now and just go in the description. But for anyone who wants to know, I had to wait for Hanako, who was this guy who kind of worked on the mod as well. After I started it, he kind of added a bit himself, and because I couldn't really find I couldn't find the version for 1.7.10 on my PC, but he had a bunch of recent versions, but he had to go on his old PC to find them, and he finally found them and gave them to me the other day. So now I can make this video. So for anyone who doesn't know what Railcraft Cosmetic Editions is, it's basically, in the name, cosmetic additions for Railcraft. Although they do function the same. They don't really add any functionality. They are just for looks. And I did actually try recording this earlier, and then when I finished the video, it turned out it hadn't actually recorded, and that really annoyed me. But hopefully it'll be fine this time. See, that's why I've got a bunch of stuff here. So on Railcraft, hold on, this is a distance signal. On Railcraft, you've got block signals, which they just detect carts in the block. Wait, actually, I'm going to use the block signal surveyor. Right, so when... Hold on, let me redo that. Okay, so the cart goes in, and see, it goes red. Now, what Railcraft Cosmetic Editions does is it adds semaphores and a few other things, but it was mainly the semaphores that were the key part of this mod. The key reason for me making it. Let me just put that there. So let me link this up. Now the semaphore, anyone who's into railways knows what a semaphore is. It's just a different way of displaying the signal aspect. Before they had electricity and lights. So you can see there, it works. Now, a semaphore only has two aspects. It's either horizontal or it's down. But in this mod, I did update it at some point to allow you to turn them into upper quadrant signals. You see, because going down means basically go. If there was ever a problem with a semaphore and it dropped down, a train might think it's clear when it's not. So the upper quadrant solved this by having the default position for go be up. So if there's an error, it simply falls down and then it stops. So there can't be any. There's basically a lot less risk if there's ever a problem. And you've got the distance, or well, semaphore repeater is what it's called. Why am I doing that? So you got your block signal, and then your your distance signal basically tells you what the aspect of the next signal is going to be. It works, the semaphore repeater works exactly the same as the distance signal, so hang on, I should probably put it on this side. So that goes there, that goes down, because it's red here, it's stop here. And then that goes. And you may have heard that they also have the switching sound that is found in the Railcraft switches, because these are mechanical. And yes, these are part of the mod. You've got a grass track and a cobweb track. The cobweb track does actually slow carts down. The grass track doesn't do anything because it's just grass, but it looks nice. You can use it for, say, an abandoned branch line or an abandoned siding, something like that. It's more geared towards creative mode, but you can use them in survival. They've all got a recipe. One of the other parts of the mod were these platform blocks, which were made because the Railcraft locomotives, they have a bit of an overhang, and this was kind of my way of solving that, because a platform always has a slight gap between the train and the platform. So if you just put an ordinary, let's say a stone block, you can see it kind of goes into it. It looks weird. So that's what these were for. And so you've got platform. You can have it with or without a line. And this was kind of just a way to transition it, because it's at a slightly lower level to match the level of the carts. They're slightly lower than your normal blocks, so the idea was to have that as a kind of step. But see, this can actually, you can curve it around like that. Yeah. And you can also put fences on, and it'll go like that. And that's sort of what I added. This is what I made originally. So the platforms, the cobweb tracks, the grass track, the semaphores, and these signs. You got the whistle sign, speed limit sign, limited clearance, limit of shun. Anyone who's into their railways will know what these are for. And then that's when Hanako decided to add a bunch of other stuff like the whistle. It's pretty cool. And then you've got these carts like quarry cart. Now, they kind of just act like chess carts, but they do filter. Like, these quarry carts will only accept quarry stuff like cobblestone and ore. And you got the tanker cart, only accepts liquids. Wood cart only accepts wood. And if you put the wood in, it will actually display. So each slot will show another bit on the cart. So it's quite neat. Again, it's mostly geared towards creative mode, but all of these have a survival recipe, so you can use them in survival. You got the Panzer cart, which Hanako just added as a bit of a joke. Doesn't really do anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the mod. You know, it's a nice mod that adds just a few things that a lot of people wished were in Railcraft, and I made it in the style of Railcraft. And you know, Covert Jaguar, he liked it, you know, and he was quite happy with it. So yeah, that's Railcraft Cosmetic Editions. This is for 1.7.10, which I would argue is the best version. There was a 1.10.2 version, but it was never really completed and is missing a few things. You can use it if you have to go on 1.10.2, but to really get the best out of this mod, you really need to be on 1.7.10. And I was quite late in making this for that version, but that really was the last kind of good version of Minecraft. I might make another video regarding like the change when Minecraft was updated to 1.8. It really affected modding badly. But yeah, I think that's enough for this video. I hope you found it interesting. Do comment if you used to use this mod. I am interested. I'm not just saying that. I always read my comments, and I do want to know, like, I'd like to, I would love to know how many people actually used to enjoy this mod. Even though it's a small mod, it doesn't, you know, it was never a big mod, but it added the sort of things people wish had been added. Look, it's compatible with that. Actually, no, it's not compatible with that, but then why would you have a thing on there? And yes, the banner repeater, sorry, I should mention that. It just works like the, it works like the repeater. Anyone who is into their railways knows what this is for. Yeah, I think that's enough said. That's the end of the video.